Trigger warning for vegan people. This video might contain flavor.
And this is what Uncle Roger is talking about. Ajinomoto, also known as monosodium glutamate, aka MSG. Now I've done a lot of insane experiment with this. That is how I got to know Uncle Roger. I like to call this the MSG dry age cake.
I think this is Uncle Roger's favorite cake. This is the only cake I want for all my birthdays from now on. Carrot cake.
He reviewed some of my insane experiments, and finally today he's gonna get to have one. Now if you are unfamiliar with monosodium glutamate, let me tell you, you probably eat this every single day. It is in most of the things we usually eat naturally. And today I'm gonna be doing something that you've never seen before. That I can guarantee you. Because since Uncle Roger is gonna be here, we gotta do something very special. And here's what I thought of. We all know that charcoal steaks are one of the best things in the world. Another thing that is fantastic is whenever you deep frying steaks. So I thought, what if I deep fried a steak in MSG? Well, let's find out. The first thing to do is to lay a good amount of MSG on a tray. Then to discover its melting point. Into the oven it went at 475 degrees Fahrenheit. After about 30 minutes, take a look. It's melting already, and you can clearly see that it's also changing color and getting darker. Almost like sugar. Because after about 1 hour, this is what it looks like. Pure melted MSG. And this thing is hot, because if I stir it a little bit, take a look. It's just mesmerizing for me to watch. But as soon as it cools down, it completely solidifies once again. So now that I have this knowledge, let's go ahead and try the deep fried one. I immediately put it back on the burner and brought it to the melting point. After a quick stir, this thing is now ready. So I grabbed a piece of steak in a skewer and immediately threw it in there. And as you can see, it is basically cooking and deep frying the steak in MSG. I only wish you could smell this, because the more I do it, the more mesmerizing it is. At the same time, I had no idea if this was going to be good or bad. So after deep frying it in MSG for about 2 minutes, I removed it and set it down on a plate. And as you can see, this thing still bubbles. That is just insane. Once it was fully rested, it was time to go ahead and take it out of the skewer. Then I sliced it up and take a look at this. The world's first MSG deep fried steak. Now honestly, this does not look appetizing, and the smell is just horrifying. So it got me thinking, there's no way I can give this to Uncle Roger. So I had several different other ideas to give it a try. And everything started off with these 3 beautiful steaks. As you can see, they are Australian Wagyu Marbling Score 7. And since I have 3 of them, this is how the experiment is gonna go down. For the very first one, I'll be dry brining it in MSG. So I went ahead, opened up the bag, and started to add a good amount. Maybe a ridiculous amount. Then I thought, wait a second, this is a mistake. Let's just add the right amount for this experiment. So after removing it, I was left with the perfect amount. And from past experiments, I know that only adding MSG is not enough. So I went ahead and also seasoned it with a little bit of salt, as now this steak is fully ready. The other 2 steaks on the other hand will also be getting dry brine. However, with salt only and no MSG. And if you are unfamiliar with the term dry brine, let me explain. When you put salt on the steak, the first thing that happens is draws out moisture. Then it becomes liquid, and just like a sponge, the steak reabsorbs it into itself. This process is called dry brine. It's just a fancy word to say put salt on it and let it rest. Talking about that, the only thing left to do is to leave it in the refrigerator overnight. As that was happening, I could not stop thinking about deep frying a steak in MSG. However, I was determined to make sure I get success this time. And one of the best things you can deep fry a steak on is Wagyu fat. So I went ahead and grabbed a good amount, put it on a skillet and let it melt. Then I had to choose the right amount of MSG, and I thought 1 tablespoon is good enough.
Hiya, why so weak? Add more, that's too little.
So you heard the man. I went ahead and added a ridiculous amount. Something I highly recommend you not even giving it a try, as this is the most amount of MSG I've ever put it together with Wagyu fat. And surprisingly, because it's a ridiculous amount, it didn't even melt all the way. Because once I was done, my deep fried MSG Wagyu oil is now ready. And even though I'm going to be making some beautiful steaks for Uncle Roger, if you come to my house, you know I'll be making a side dish as well. And this one is quite unique. And to make it, it's super easy, and here's how. The first thing to do is to go ahead and boil some potatoes. Once that's done, I ran them through a ricer. This will prevent from getting any lumps. Then I added a good amount of butter, followed by cream cheese, milk, and salt. Mixed everything together until I had the consistency that I was happy with. Then I poured it on a serving dish, and it was now ready for me to make my seasoned oil topping. For that, I added a little bit of avocado oil into the pan. Then I added some garlic, followed by XO sauce, a little bit of Sambal chili, red bean chili paste, and mixed everything together. To finish it off, I added added some spring onions, mixed it a little bit more, and poured everything into my mashed potato. As to finish it off, I just added a little bit of spring onions, and my side dish was now ready for Uncle Roger to give it a try. And if you've ever seen him, if he does not like something, he will let you know. Hopefully, this will taste fantastic and he likes it, but I'm curious to find out what he thinks. Because the most important thing is the steaks. Talking about that, by this time it was fully dry brined. And notice that we no longer have any salt on the meat, because salt does not penetrate fat. However, as you already know, this thing only has salt and MSG. So for the seasoning, I applied freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As now, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. So one of our steaks is going to be the control. The second one is the one that we dry brined in MSG. And the very last steak will be deep fried in MSG oil. And I cannot wait to find out which one Uncle Roger is going to like best. Because now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook some beautiful steaks. So let's do it.
I know that looks good, but before we try it, I got a quick announcement. It is finally here. Guga's rub is now for sale. I have been working on this rub for a very long time. I posted a video on how to make it at home about 4 years ago, and since then, I have changed the formula 100 times. And now it is finally ready for you. Many of you have already used my old recipe. Just wait until you try this one. It is better. It is way better. Amazing on beef, pork, chicken, lamb, fish, and my favorite, burgers. This rub is what I use in 90% of everything I cook. Get yours now at shop.gugafoods.com or just click the link on the description. As always, thank you so much for your support. I hope you guys enjoyed this rub as much as I do, because now it's time to get right back to the video. All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steak, and Uncle Roger, welcome to my house.
Thank you, thank you. This steak looks so good.
Thank you, Uncle Roger.
Nice,
Are you ready to try them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a little experiment though. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know if it's gonna be good, bad, or ugly. You've seen my MSG dry age experiment. What did you think about that one?
Uncle Roger think it's pretty good, pretty interesting.
Pretty interesting.
You're like a madman, Uncle Guga.
That's correct.
Yeah? I think you're getting too bored in your marriage. Try to find something to do.
Enough talking, let's give it a go. So we got 3 beautiful steaks. Let's just dig in, please.
Okay.
You like medium rare, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
There's no other way to eat steak.
I agree 100%.
We should all judge people.
Really?
Yeah? If you go on date and then your date asks for steak well done, dump their ass. That a red flag?
I don't know what I'm gonna enjoy more, these steaks or Uncle Roger's jokes.
Who that guy? Who is he?
I forgot to introduce you. How rude of me, Uncle Roger.
No, I'm the janitor.
This is Leo. You're the janitor.
I'm the janitor.
Okay, you treat your janitor good? He got steak?
His family. Very good. Enough talking. Let's give this a go. Let us know if it's good. Sounds good?
Cheers.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh.
Nice and juicy and tender.
Is there anything better than steak, Uncle Roger?
Yeah, egg fried rice. But this very good.
Good amount of fat, good amount of char, just perfect. And thank you, by the way, for helping me grilling it.
Of course.
You look like a grill expert.
No problem. Thank you for teaching me, Uncle Guga.
No problem.
I think it's nice and beefy, extra juicy, I must say.
Yeah.
Like extra juicy. There's no way that this is a normal cut of beef. Like very rich, very juicy, very beefy, and very delicious.
Very good. So we all liked it. Let's see if it goes anything up from here or down from here. Sounds good?
Okay.
All right, let's go. Second one, please. Dig in. Second steak. Are you ready, Uncle Roger? Smell it. Does it smell any different?
Smell like steak.
Smell like steak. Let's give it a go. Let's try it. See if it tastes different. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my.
For some reason, it tastes meatier than the other steak. I can taste the cow more.
Yeah.
Like this one is like kissing the cow, but this one is like making out with the cow.
Oh my God.
Like it's more intimate.
More flavor.
Yeah.
You know why?
Is it The magic white powder.
Oh.
Careful, we're in Miami.
So this one tastes better for you, or is it better than the first one or no?
Better than first one.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
It's really surprising to me because I feel like the beefiness, the juiciness, and the richness all got amplified so much from the previous steak.
Absolutely wonderful. So this one here, Uncle Roger, I dry brine it in MSG. So you were right on the money.
Nice, nice.
That's why it's so good.
My favorite white powder. Oh no, I meant
Very good. I say for us to cleanse our palates, we'll give it a go on this mashed potatoes. Let me serve you, Uncle Roger. Tell me how you like it.
just one scoop is enough.
Yeah, that's enough for you?
Yep, that enough, that enough.
good.
Thank you, thank you.
These are American portions.
Uncle Roger not used to this.
All right, let's give this a go. Enough talking. Cheers.
Whoa. Chinese flavor,
Chinese flavor, that's right. Wow.
Asian flavor. What kind of chili sauce is that?
There's a lot of things going on, Uncle Roger, there.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's crazy how the oil just completely changes the mashed potatoes. You know, for such a simple thing, just an oil on top, it adds such a level of depth and complexity to regular mashed potatoes. Complete different flavor profile, and it's overall really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend you guys giving it a try. You can do the oil ahead of time and all that good things, so it's perfect.
By the way, I really like how that nephew talk about food. Nephew Leon. Talk about food like he's sport commentator.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10, touchdown!
That's why we call him the description guy.
Ah, good job.
While I'm cleaning the floors, I just have like an encyclopedia and I'm just looking through, like learning words, learning vocabulary while I'm cleaning the floors here.
Nice, nice. You're gonna be food critic one day.
You're not a generator? I mean,
A generator.
He's not generator there, the electricity.
you're not a janitor?
Careful, you're gonna steal all your secret and then go work for Salt Bay.
No, I'm not gonna work for Salt Bay. I have a height requirement for people I work for.
Ooh. Emotional damage.
That was fantastic. I feel like my palate has cleansed a little bit. Let's try the very last steak. Give me your honest opinion. Please, Uncle Roger, dig in. I'm wondering if it's going to be better or worse than the second steak. You ready?
Yep.
Cheers, everybody.
Interesting. It feels fattier, slippery.
Yeah, like greasier.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but the actual flavor, I think we've actually gone a step down. I like the second one more.
I agree 100%. The second one was better.
Second one, the best. What is that one?
This one here, I actually made a Wagyu MSG fat. And then I deep fried the steak on it, Uncle Roger.
How is that not better? That's crazy.
I think it's just a little bit too much.
Too much of a good thing.
Yeah, too much of a good thing is not good. Which one's your favorite, Uncle Roger?
Second one, of course, the white powder steak.
This is not white powder, Uncle Roger.
MSG is white powder.
MSG is just fantastic, everybody. You heard it from the champ, everybody. He said that the middle one is better. I agree 100%. Thank you so much for coming, Uncle Roger. Guys, make sure you check out Uncle Roger's channel on the link on the description if you haven't seen it already. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.